Talker Nation, welcome back. It's your host, the G-Man. Today, our fantasy preview is going to focus on those New England Patriots. Not a ton to say other than Tom Brady. Obviously, by this point, everybody knows about his suspension, but I think Tom Brady, after his first four games, he immediately becomes a top 10 guy. If for no other reason, he's going to be pissed off and looking to shove it up everyone's ass for the last 12 weeks. So I do think he's a top 10 quarterback easy. Could be in the top 8. Julian Edelman in a PPR is a fantastic receiver. I think he has a lot of value in a non-PPR. Gronk is not just a number one tight end, he's the number one tight end. And were it not for Brady's suspension, would certainly be a first-round pick. As it is, you might get him to fall a little later. If you're in a 12-team league and you're drafting early, you may get him late in the second round, and if so, you should jump on him because he will pay huge dividends down the stretch. This is the type of team, unbelievably, their next best player is probably going to be a Martellus Bennett, so they're going to have two viable tight ends. I don't know that he'll be a top 10, but he's probably a top 15 tight end right away. From a running standpoint, this is fantasy cancer. This is where you avoid at all costs because they have guys like Dion Lewis, who was excellent until he got hurt. They have LeGarrette Blount that sometimes is going to get the ball 18 times for 4 touchdowns, other times 4 carries for no yards. Doesn't really factor in the passing game. From a receiver standpoint, other than Edelman, I guess you have like a Chris Hogan or a Danny Amendola. But again, these guys are late game flyers. There's really no one on here that you would consider a lottery ticket that you take a shot at. So you stick to Gronk, you stick to Brady, maybe take a third or fourth back out of Dion Lewis or LeGarrette Blount. Obviously, Gostkowski is excellent, and for some reason, New England Patriots, despite not having marquee talent, always seem to be in the top 10 in defense as well. So with your fantasy preview of your New England Patriots, I'm your host, the G-Man, and I am out.